This is a dissection table number 1. Today let us discuss about the structures below the gluteus maximus. The first one is the piriformis, which is a pear-shaped muscle. The origin of this muscle is the pelvic surface of the middle three pieces of the sacrum by the three digitations, and insertion is the apex or the tip of the greater trochanter. The nerve supply is the ventral rami of S1 and S2. The action is the lateral rotation at the hip joint. The next muscle we're going to discuss is the gemellus superior. The origin of this muscle is from the posterior surface of the ischial space, and the insertion is the medial surface of the greater trochanter along with the tendon of the obturator internus. The nerve supply is the nerve to obturator internus, and the action is the lateral rotation at the hip joint. The next muscle is the gemellus inferior. The origin is the upper part of the ischial tuberosity and the lower part of the lesser sciatic notch. The insertion is same as that of the gemellus superior, that is medial surface of the greater trochanter along the tendons of obturator internus. The nerve supply is the nerve to quadratus femoris, and the action is the lateral rotation at the hip joint. The next muscle is the obturator internus. The origin is the pelvic surface of the obturator membrane and surrounding the pump. Insertion is the medial surface of the greater trochanter of the femur in front of the trochanteric fossa. The nerve supply is the nerve obturator internus, and the action is the lateral rotator at the hip joint. The next muscle is the quadratus femoris. The origin is the lateral border of the ischial tuberosity, and the insertion is the quadrator tubercle on the intertrochanteric crest and area below it. The nerve supply is the nerve to quadratus femoris, and the action is the lateral rotator at the hip joint. The next structure we're going to discuss is the sciatic nerve, which is from the nerve from the sacral plexus. The root value of this nerve is L4, L5, S1, S2 and S3. This is the thickest nerve in the gluteal region. The next structure we're going to discuss is the inferior gluteal vessels and the nerves, which passes below the piriformis and comes from the greater sciatic foramen. The next structure we're going to see is the structures between the sacrotuberous ligament and the inferior gluteal vessels and nerve. Is first from medial to the lateral side is the first one is the pudendal nerve. The next one is the internal pudendal artery, and below it is in a nerve to obturator internus. These nerves and artery pass from the greater sciatic foramen to lesser sciatic foramen. The next structures are the tendons of the hamstring muscles, which originate from the ischial tuberosity, and the other one is the adductor magnus tendons, which originates from ischiopubic ramus.